I'm not going to divorce her over a bottle of whiskey. Yes, and that's why you're a fucking retard. Is it a bottle of whiskey or legitimate dependency like a fucking junkie who doesn't seem troubled over stampeding over everything you have and your sentimental values? Be me. Dating for 2 years. Propose. GF is super happy. She had been showing signs of stress. Go to sleep. Had a dream. Subconscious talking to me. Things missing inside my place. Amount of money in wallet different than I remember. Charges on joint bank account for groceries usually $50 higher than usual. GF wake at night. Overprotective of cell phone. Wake up. GF not in bed. How could I be so stupid? Either cheating or drugs. Go to living room. GF passed out. Look at her phone. Texts to dealer about pills and meth. Cool. Fast forward 2 days to her full sobriety. Sit her down. I want you to listen to me very, very carefully as this is your absolute 100% only chance. She's silent. I'm going to ask you things. If you lie, our relationship is over. If you leave this table, our relationship is over. If you don't answer, our relationship is over. She laughs and scoffs. I remain serious. How long have you been using drugs? She starts. I'm not using. Start getting up. Wait, I tell her to think about her next words carefully. She says she's been using pills for 3 months. It's a lie as her behavior has even deteriorating for the last 5. Ask if she's ever used meth. No. I take her hands in mine. I wanted you to know I know everything. And I also wish you a full recovery and the absolute best of luck in your future. Broke up with her. When her family protested, I said I wasn't the sugar daddy of a drug addict. Packed all her shit and told her parents to come get her or I'd kick her out. You're not divorcing her over a bottle, idiot. You're divorcing her inability to discern between self-destruction and destroying your relationship with her over having booze. Be me. In college and president of Honors Society. Random club member Fat Porker asks me to get coffee with her. Need to pencil in a date because very busy. Scheduled 2 days from when she asked. Wake up on day of. Shower. Throw in comfy clean t-shirt, loose, but not saggy, jeans, sneakers. Deodorant and splash of cologne, normal day. Go to CAF on campus. See Fat Porker wearing a strapless dress. Looks like the planet Mars draped in a tablecloth. Whatever.exe. Say hi and make small talk. She goes to hostess and says she has a reservation. Cafe is nearly empty. I look at hostess and shrug. Hostess is polite and takes us to booth at corner of cafe. Fat girl asks me what I want. Flat white with 1 sugar and buttered toast. She gasps and says it's the perfect breakfast for someone like me always on the go. Actually, I don't do breakfast. Flat white is my favorite because it has milk, but the taste of coffee is still strong. I like bread, and I'm a simple guy, so toast and butter for a little flavor. She gushes and tells me how I'm a man who knows what I want. She asks for an iced caramel macchiato and a buttered ham croissant. Absolutely disgusting. She makes small talk until I ask her how I could help her. She's puzzled. I tell her she asked me out to talk to me, so I assumed it was club related. She explains it was just to chill. I say oh okay, that's nice. She says she thought I knew about the date. Flat out told her it wasn't a date. The Fat Porker turns into a lava cake, deflating a bit but losing none of its mass. Yeah, sorry, didn't mean to lead you on. Porker says what happens between us doesn't have to be serious. For a split second the image of being between her legs crossed my mind. Nearly throw up. Toss $10 on the table and tell her that I'm sorry but I just don't do that. Leave. Female fat asses are fucking disgusting on so many levels. Be me. 19 years old male. Getting on the bus. Almost empty. A guy makes a sign for me to sit behind him. I sit there like an autist. All of a sudden he sits next to me. He suddenly starts staring and smiling at me. I think he's an autist. I'm wearing shorts, so he's looking at my legs now. Now it's kinda creepy. Suddenly he extends his hand for me to hold it. Okay, that was weird. Get off the bus. Laughing my brains off cause this autistic fuck tried to flirt with me. Get into a mall. Going upstairs using the escalator. Turn around. This faggot is behind me smiling. He says let's go to RIPLEY store.tfw. It's not funny anymore. I walk away. He's still following me pretending like he's on T-phone. Every I turn around he stares at me and smiles. I get into a store. I start looking at clothes, but this faggot is still outside looking at me. He still smiles, and on the phone. This time he gets into the store and goes to a dressing room to test clothes. Leave the store as fast as I can. Don't see him anymore. This happened to me yesterday and I also posted it on R9K. It couldn't sleep thinking this was actually not cool, and I could have confronted it better. I actually freaked out and just froze while this faggot stalked me. What would have been a better way to confront this? Be me. Visit all Chan based in Argentina. Someone links to another Chan site on above-mentioned site, decide to check it out. Accidentally open other Tor Chan site because I have Brave. No jack about Tor. Make one poll-related shitpost on the website anyway with no VPN or antivirus. Year later think I'm being spied on because someone did an eerily accurate tarot card reading of me here after recognizing one of the images I posted from another site, and someone posted a song and video which were oddly relatable to my life after I posted an excerpt from one of my stories. Scan PC with Malwarebytes. Find a spyware stealer, only a TXT file, malware AI, a unlaunched installer, and a trojan.dropper.e, all installed on the same date of November 17. Go through my screenshots. Seems I posted on the all-chan at that time. Check several private IPs on Wireshark. No strange connections other than my own, my ISP and general internet sites. Check devices connected to my router. All are obvious devices in the house or defunct old devices. Find occasionally one IP connected to my computer that seems to have varying locations, comes up as somewhere in Argentina, but it is listed as Verizon Business. Verizon is my ISP. This only happened a few days ago and happened again today. Normally the same IP displays my location. Does this mean when my computer is being spied on it lists it? But this does not make sense as it was only the first board I went on that was connected to Argentina. The Tor board's location I am unsure about, and I uninstalled the malware which, if there was any from there would have probably been that. What's causing all this? Be me. Get GF. We stay in a relationship for 4 or 5 months. We've talked a lot, kissed and everything. Time passes by, I start fidgeting about her because of her getting COVID and not being able to meet with me. I stop messaging her and she stops messaging me. She passes COVID, but we still don't talk. We only talked, like 2 times after it. I completely not talked to her mid-November to early December. She tells me we haven't been texting, meeting or interacting with each other at all. She says this isn't how a relationship would be. Me being me, I say, well, you're right, I guess, it's my fault, but your choice to break up with me. She says goodbye, and we never talk again. I feel like fucking shit after breaking up like this. It was so stupid, I hate myself for it. I know it's too late now, but is there a possible way for me to turn this back or not? I just hate how I did talk with her into breaking up with me. Be me. Haven't had GF since I was 20. Be 31 now. Start dating this sweet and cool girl, but she 36, same age as my older bro. Really vibing with her. Finally get the nerve to introduce her to family after being insecure about age gap. Brother pulls me aside and says he fucked her a bunch back in his clubbing days. Clubbing days, a term she also uses. She frequented same clubs as him back in the day, so it's believable. Have to end things, lol. I feel I missed a boat. My sister got married to her HSBF. My bro got married to an Arab virgin despite being a bit of a manwar. All my cousins married their HS or college GF or people they met in early adulthood. Is there even any point? All the girls 27 to 36 are all married, engaged, or in LTR, and if they aren't then there is usually some other BS you need to deal with, some BS like I had to. I'm convinced that if a girl is over 27 and not in an LTR, that there must be something wrong. Like, how does that happen and no one has snatched them up yet? Be me. Pre-COVID. My Onitus is absolutely infatuated with me. I have never met another girl who seemed as attracted to me as she was. She gives tons of very obvious signals, but I'm too nervous and socially awkward to talk to her. In hindsight, I can see that towards the end she really wanted me to make a move, but I couldn't work up the courage. Lockdowns happen. Decide I want to self-improve before asking her out so that I can become someone I would actually be proud to be in a relationship with. I think I would mess up my chance with her if I tried asking her out as I was at that point in time. Plus it would be far from ideal to try to start a relationship with her during lockdown. Fast forward almost 2 years. I'm a completely different person to who I was back then. Find out she doesn't have a boyfriend, so I start talking to her now that I'm a million times more attractive. She soft rejects me, one-word texts, disinterested, doesn't initiate conversation, etc., so I cut contact. I know I can just get another girl, but I really liked her, so if I have any chance I want to at least try. I have a tendency to do things like that without considering how it might affect others emotionally, and I really do regret what I did. If she was so interested in me at one point, then surely there's a way to reignite that interest, right? Women, if you were in her shoes, what could I do to win you back? Be me. 27. KHHV. Never even been on a date. More than anything, I want a GF and eventually a wife and kids. Despite this, manage to avoid depression for the most part, never cry, usually try to stay happy. Watching a TV show yesterday. In the show, a woman finds out her BF is planning to propose to her. She starts literally jumping up and down squealing with delight. For a brief moment I'm happy at seeing a woman act that way, then it hits me that I might never get to give that to a woman. Try to fight it, but the tears start coming. I manage to avoid messy crying, but holy fuck, I've been depressed all day. Jannies and washers are, by a long shot, the best. Be me. Dishwasher at low-end sit-down restaurant. Manager never bothers you. No fucking customers. All the staff are nice to you, so you wash their shit first. Make better tips than the cooks. Steal leftovers. Workers buy you beer and coffee. If anything goes wrong, blame the dishwashing machine for not working and the manager for not training you on how to fix it. Many of the cooks started out as dishwashers and would constantly pick up dishwashing shifts even after being promoted.